Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is DJ Brainstorm. You are here with DMST Podcast, Playboy the DJ.
Yes, sir.
The real Big Dev 216, and also Miss Ulysses Dickerson is with us also as well.
Yeah.
We haven't done this one in a while, but this is AfterThoughts.
Yes.
If for people that's been tuned in with us for a while, y'all know we used to do AfterThoughts. Not every week, but we used to do it fairly regularly. We're, post show, post the regular DMST podcast. We will talk about an issue that maybe we didn't reach on the show, or maybe I ain't gonna say it was too far for the show, but just maybe something we didn't reach on the show. So
yeah,
that's where we are today. And so today's thing right now is the vaccine, which is everybody knows we're going through this pandemic right now with COVID-19, and we have a vaccine that's obviously on the way. We have two of them, actually. We got one that was done by Pfizer.
you know a little bit more about this shit because you in the field.
Yeah, but y'all watch the news though. But I mean, it's just we got two of them on the way right now. One was done by Pfizer. One is a group or a company, Moderna, Moderna, and
buy some stock.
so they're on the way. The problem with vaccines is the fact that people don't always trust vaccines, and especially with stuff like this. I mean, obviously it's the middle of a pandemic, but usually when there's something like this and people are working on a vaccine, it's about a 2 to 3 year process. This shit is yet less than a year. And so, Ulysses, you brought up after we got done with the show, all of our former presidents, I believe, but I know for a fact Bush, Barack, and Clinton all said that they would do it on camera, as long as Dr. Fauci said it was good. They said they would do it on camera so the American public would know that it's safe to take. So we'll ask y'all, does that make y'all feel safe about a vaccine?
Okay, I'm gonna get mine out the way.
Okay.
So, just because you have them getting the vaccine on camera live does not move me in any way, because at the end of the day, one or two things could be happening. You could give them the actual vaccine for it and give us bullshit, or you can give them saline and syringes and you can give us bullshit. So at the end of the day, it does nothing for me to see former presidents getting the vaccine on camera. I have never been a vaccine type person. I don't take the flu shot. The only time I took the flu shot was when it was lied to me that it was mandated for my job, and I took it. I was sick for 5 weeks and still had to go to work. I don't ever do vaccines. I literally get 2 sinus infections a year when the weather changes, and that's it. I do not get sick. So for me, I'm not on it, like, at all. And, this whole pandemic has questions for me, because at the end of the day, when you got hospitals that's getting paid per COVID victim, it puts integrity on the line to where, are you giving these people actual medical care, or do you care about getting paid per COVID death? And if you're getting paid per COVID death, are these people really dying from COVID, or are they dying from heart attacks and you label them COVID just to get that money? It just puts integrity in a bad space for medical personnel. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
All right.
Your thing, Wody.
I've done something that's, kind of I don't know. A lot of people don't, especially my average black counterparts in the world. You know what I mean? No, that's gonna sound fucked up. But I started looking into it a little bit more, right? I don't know if I'm frustrated, because I don't want people, Ulysses to think I'm frustrated with her, or anybody else to think I'm frustrated with them. Just as a people, though, right? The amount of shit that we'll willingly put in our body, as opposed to the things that make us skeptical, is alarming. It's alarming.
That's a great point.
I just experienced the death. I just experienced my father's passing. He didn't label his death as COVID. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a number of people pass recently, and I haven't had anybody pass because of COVID. They've labeled it correctly. Like, we have this very, I don't think it's weird. It's just fear. And it's okay to have a healthy fear, but I just want us as a people to label it as a healthy fear. Because like we said, when this whole thing first started about COVID, if you brushing your teeth every morning with toothpaste that is okay by the FDA or whoever the fuck, Food Drug Administration, without question, then why are you questioning? You take Tylenol, not saying to you or anybody, that's what I'm saying, I don't know about in here. Some people might do natural remedies or whatever. But we'll put so much shit in our body. We all just ate chips and shit. And we'll just put shit in our body. Mm. But like, we scared of the, like, and I know it wasn't round for us. She's a chip. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking, I love you because I think she knows I'm not talking about her, even though
quintessential.
I'm just saying, man, we had polio back in the day and scurvy and shit. You know, like that's why like my daughter and everybody on earth don't have like polio no more and shit. Because when they born, they get the little series of 5 needle shots.
Right.
And your kids don't have scurvy no more. Like it's a real, like I would get it if this was a very unique thing to just COVID. And it was the only thing that ever happened to like affect us on a widespread basis. And like, this was unprecedented. It's just not unprecedented. I don't fault anybody for not wanting to take a vaccine because just a month ago, I was like, fuck this vaccine. But as I started reading and looking into it more, I'm like, why the fuck am I just going to stop on my way home and get some chicken wings cooked by somebody that I didn't watch cook and plucked from a chicken from a farm that I did not inspect? I trust that, but I won't trust the vaccine. Yeah. I had to check myself.
I feel you. Where you at with the Playboy? I'm getting on what you done.
I am absolutely, positively, 100% not taking the vaccine. Absolutely not. I do feel it's unprecedented. And the reason I say that is because even though there have been numerous different things that have happened over the period of time, this is a whole different ball game.
How so? I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna say it like this.
I got 2 words: depopulation agenda. Go ahead.
I know I always say I'm the conspiracy theorist of the group, but I'm trying to figure out, like, I see that you comparing certain things. Like, we've been through a whole situation our whole entire lives. We never seen nothing like that. That's why I call it unprecedented. For us. We never seen nothing like this. Nothing. And the government that we honestly been dealing with for this past 4 years or whatever the case may be, or even our generation, ain't been solid. So I don't necessarily trust the government to give me some shit to say, look, put this in your system and you're gonna be okay. I just don't trust. I don't trust the government. That's just me personally. Not only because of this, but because of other things that I've experienced with the government, dealing with my father and different shit. I just don't trust the government. I just don't. I just don't. I mean,
not to mention the mortality rate for pregnancy.
I feel more comfortable. This, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100. Hold on.
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. Now I know why. I'm gonna keep it simple. Black and white, no shades of gray. I've ate chips my whole life. Ain't never done that happen to me.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
I'm just saying, people get high blood pressure.
Yeah.
People have cholesterol rates and stuff like that. That does happen.
It's certain things. It's certain things and certain
ain't
qualities
nothing detrimental that has happened to me.
Okay. Well, I come down on the side of it like this, where it's just, and I will admit, I mean, obviously being a public health person right now, working towards that, the vaccine is needed to an extent. It really is. I have my reservations on it. I really, really do. But I think for me, it's because black people have earned their reservations. Because we are the people with the with the Tuskegee syphilis experiments and stuff like that, where the government has put stuff in us, where you thought you were trusting them and you were not.
Absolutely.
Or back in the day before that, there were people who have perfected surgical methods by taking black people and just doing surgeries on them because they said, quote unquote, black people are stronger or not trusting you. But the difference with that, though, is the fact that this is a global thing. The reason I'm skeptical on it is because of the time frame. how fast it's been done. I work in the healthcare field. At some point, it's going to reach us before it reaches other people. Dev, you're in the schools. You're another person that is going to reach you at some point before it reaches other people, and you're going to have to make a decision, or it's going to be jobs determining if you have to take it or not. But I get the reservations on it. I get why somebody would sit there and say, yeah, I'm going to hold off. But again, for me, it's more so of the rush about it more than anything else. I honestly literally just took my first flu shot this year. I don't, not because I didn't really trust it, but just because I don't think they're trying to kill me. Nothing like that. It's just that people get the flu shot and they get sick sometimes. I hate being sick. I despise being sick. So I'm nervous about it only because of the rush. I'm with Dev. If they wanted to actually take us out and program us with a bunch of stuff or whatever, this and that, nigga, it would be in KFC. It would be in Popeye. It would have been in the goddamn chicken sandwich y'all niggas was body slamming motherfuckers for
eat
in the summer.
Do you not think that it was?
That ain't true.
I'm saying that'd
be too easy.
But the thing about it is,
that'd be too evident.
Here's my question.
That would be too evident.
But how? How would that be too evident when
You just said niggas was slamming chicken sandwiches.
But
like,
they can't get y'all to even want to take a vaccine. So it's easier for them to put it in that Popeye sandwich for y'all to get it than it would be for y'all for it to be in a vaccine. Because that's my opinion, though.
Okay.
So this is the thing with me.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this: if I scare you into wanting this vaccine versus forcing it on you, is a lot easier. So if I inflate these numbers with bullshit, I don't have to force you to have a vaccine. No, you'll ask for it. Because statistically, this is what, what's going on. But the bigger part is, like, when you control everything that we put in our bodies, like Dev said, it's other means of me doing or implementing or,
harm.
Exactly. So, I mean, we talked about, what is it, HK244, whatever protein. It's human proteins, human kidney proteins that they put in food that most people don't know that's in their food. They don't disclose this like stuff, whatever. Like it's no 100%, way of being not exposed to whatever they decide to put out and plan out. Like they even talked about mosquitoes being able to administer certain vaccinations and certain, chemical warfare, biological warfare, this and the third or whatever. Like, West Nile virus was here and gone. How? Like, when you look at certain things that just came and gone, how? One thing about it is that the United Nations always was, like, against or anti-biological warfare because they know that shit can get out of hand because it's biological. I feel like this pandemic is a biological warfare gone left. Because if you look at it, right now, other countries are back to normal and we are not.
I don't know if that's... what countries is back to normal? Yeah, I mean, this is... I just...
China had a big-ass fucking pool party with no masks. Just out here like, come on, man.
If you believe something that comes out of China, which is the communist country, which they gonna put a face on for anything, I question people that believe anything that comes out of China. I don't really believe anything is back to normal. And again, I'm a public health person.
Okay.
I will say that there could be some of these numbers that could have been manipulated.
I just question it. I just question it. I have questions.
I don't question this disease.
I don't question. No, I'm not discrediting this pandemic at all.
To me, it almost feels like that's what people do when they start being like this and that. I work with someone.
I question motives and processes put in place.
Absolutely. That's always been.
It's like how you handle it. That's my question. How you handle it.
I've always been hammered for being a conspiracy theorist. Okay, I've always been hammered with this group. My compadres for being a conspiracy theorist. The reality is, I never said I didn't believe in the actual pandemic. Only thing I questioned was the source. That's the only thing I always questioned was the source. Never that it wasn't real or not, was the source. That's all I ever questioned when it came to this shit. It wasn't about whether the shit was real or not. It was where it came from. That's all I questioned.
But I think with so many things like that, I don't. We can't even take. I'm not talking about like people in this room. I'm talking about in general. The public can't even take a vaccine. Let alone it's the same thing with like aliens. You can't tell the public everything because niggas gonna go crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't tell them that they was trying to come up with anti-biological warfare shit and somebody dropped the case outside. You can't tell niggas that because ain't nobody gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we'll ever. What I'm saying is this. I get what people are saying. Like, all right, this didn't happen and that didn't happen, especially with black people and blase skip. That stuff. They didn't give black people. We ain't never in our life. We ain't give us smallpox blankets. That didn't happen in 1998. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working in a school, and I've seen the CDC guidelines prevent us from having a COVID outbreak. I've seen it. So, like, I'm both skeptical, but understand that not everybody is out for my demise. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the distancing, the masks, the different things that we got to do around lunch and breakfast and kids transporting in the hallways, it's worked. Like, people have got COVID from family members at the crib. Somebody got it over Thanksgiving at their house. But not in our school, in the hallways. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think everything surrounding this pandemic is up for questioning. Like, they all just trying to kill us. Because they would just kill us. Like, what the fuck? They would just kill us. Like, I don't know why I would play around with you niggas. I would just kill you niggas. I would just kill y'all. I would just put it.
Well, we know how you feel.
I'm just, but to people, to I don't know how nice a government would be if
they just wanted to get rid of you.
If they want to get rid of you, they evil too. So they would just put it in the red Solo cups. Next time you touch the red Solo cup and touch your face would melt off. Like, I feel like we're in the middle of a pandemic. They trying to come up with ways to get rid of the shit. But this, and I feel it. Niggas don't fuck with the government. They shouldn't. But niggas be fucking. This is gonna make niggas mad. Niggas be fucking with the government in February and March, and around April 15th, huh? Now they be believing that wheremytaxes.com website. Why the fuck do we only believe shit when it benefit us?
I don't get taxes.
But a lot of people do. That's what I'm saying. Not y'all in the room. I'm saying in general.
No, I get taxes, and I'm looking for my shit in February.
Niggas that were like, this is bullshit. This money in my account is fake. No, it's a real niggas go spend that money. Like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to take it. Two, it's not. All I'm saying is it's not unprecedented. And if everybody is saying that they don't take vaccines or don't take the flu shot, and I'm gonna take the flu shot. But we've all been vaccinated.
Yeah, we all have.
At birth, we were vaccinated,
and we're all still here.
And we all still here. And you ever had polio? Ulysses?
No.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know. I'm gonna be forced to take it. I'm pretty sure.
But why would you be okay with being forced to take something that they're not even 100% sure that'll work?
I don't.
The vaccines you got when you were a baby wasn't 100% sure. Just to be honest,
I don't have no say in that though.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
this one.
I'm not. Who is to say they're not sure it's gonna work? Why are we just going? Why are we just assuming that it's not gonna work?
I think this just comes back to also it comes back to just the standing of where we are, just not just our country, just in the world or whatever. Like I don't know what happens to other countries. I don't know if they have vaccine debates like y'all have kids or whatever. Like
we got too much freedom in this country.
Charlamagne says that all the time. Like with your kids, Playboy, did you ever think that did you not vaccinate them, or did you say we shouldn't at any point?
You have to, or they can't go to school.
Or Dev or whatever. Did y'all ever sit there between both of y'all? I'm asking both of y'all. Did either one of y'all sit there and say, "Hey, that's not"?
Well, my wife
didn't have a choice.
My wife was.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. My wife was a yearly flu shot get her anyway.
So but you would fight it if you didn't really fuck with it. You would fight it though, because you can keep your kids home and all that stuff like that. So that's what I'm asking. That's the crust of.
And
what
if you want to, there's no problem, man.
And again, it's just like I don't personally get it because I'm a kid I obviously got vaccinated when I was a kid, but I'm also a grown person, like you said. Now you have a choice, right? And again, I don't look at it and say like they trying to kill me or nothing like that. I mean, like I just feel like people say stuff because it's popular in a sense sometimes. Like I'll look at Kevin Hart's. I'll listen to Kevin Hart's show, and it's like the other week, and they was just talking about the vaccine was coming out. They're like, okay, it's gonna be a lot of people with a third limb and stuff like that or whatever. I think people say shit because it's popular sometimes. Name me the first person that got a third limb because they took a vaccine. But again, I'm also the person that's skeptical myself because not because I think they're killing us, because it was just rushed in my opinion. It was just rushed. You got companies like Johnson & Johnson was working on one who was just closing out a lawsuit because they developed something that gave somebody cancer. I'm just looking at the science of it. Fuck all the everything else. Just the science of it for me.
Yeah. I'm just trying to hold out as long as I possibly can.
That's me too. I'm gonna hold out as long as I can.
It's like buying a PS5. I'm gonna get one, but I'm gonna let all the faulty ones go.
That's me too. I'm gonna hold out as long as I can.
I'm gonna let the ones that's catching on fires in niggas' living rooms get taken first.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. In all honesty,
but
Playboy like fuck y'all niggas and his vaccine.
Oh y'all good.
I understand. Like,
hey,
for
nigga,
real, like I'm
good.
100 or whatever. Like at the end of the day, whatever, you gotta look at like the state of the world. Like a lot of stuff was hush hush, or at least wasn't really out there when we was growing up. Like yes, the whole thing about and I'm not gonna really go into this, but the whole thing about pedophilia, that was really hush hush. It wasn't like where you could call because you was in the Boy Scouts and somebody touched you and this and that, whatever. It wasn't so openly discussed. This stuff now is openly discussed to where it makes me question the integrity and the motive of what's being put out there for me. Like, can I really trust that you got my best interest at hand, or is you really trying to depopulate the world? Like, if you look up Agenda 21, it talks about decreasing the world's population by 90-something%.
I'm sorry, look up what?
Agenda 21.
Okay.
It talks about depopulating the world by like 95% by 2030. How conveniently is this pandemic approaching us, like, when we in 2020? Like, a lot of people don't realize this and don't know, but, like, when you were born, and I'm going to just say this, when you were born with a Social Security account. It just got flipped to number not too long ago. So when you pass away, these companies that you owe money with, once you give the death certificate, they go into that Social Security account and pay off your debt. That's the reason why once somebody passes away, they don't harass you anymore, because your debt is paid from that Social Security account. Nowadays, these kids are being born with debt, $150,000 worth of debt being born into. Before you was born with wealth. Do your own research. You don't have to believe me. Do your own research.
Yeah, but do some research.
I was just doing some math. I'm sorry.
What's that?
I was looking at the math of it's 7 points. What is it?
Oh, you trying to do the math on depopulating the world?
Yeah, I'm just looking at how many people is 95% of, because that's basically everybody. I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck we want everybody gone.
Genetic engineering. If I could, like, if you look at the artificial womb, you can develop an entire baby outside of the mother. If you look at uterine transplants, now you're giving the opportunity for people who can't have children, along with people who were made to have children, because a man now, when he's transgender, can actually have a baby. So, when you talk about genetic engineering, that is, to me, the focal point for question of people's integrity or whatever. If you can create the obedient superhuman to where they're strong and indestructible and healthy, this and that, whatever, but you control what they do, that means I control you. Like, think about it. You have so many people, especially single black mothers, that's on government assistance. Well, if I can control your livelihood, I can control what you do. So if I tell you to get this vaccine, or you can't be in this Section 8 CMHA housing, you're going to do whatever the fuck I ask you to do.
No, I understand what you're saying, and I like Playboy be saying, do conspiracy theory stuff like that.
No.
I get it all. Well, so what I'm saying is, if 95% of us gone, then it's a moot conversation. Because I hope niggas don't think the survivors is going to be the niggas that buckle down in their house and drink tap water and don't take the vaccine. They going to kill them niggas off too. So if all the, now I don't trust y'all niggas. If y'all telling me that there's 95% of the population going to be gone and you ain't taking the vaccine, is you part of the niggas that's trying to kill us? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, basically what niggas is saying is the world is about to end. Well, if that's the case, then we ain't none of us got no hope. If that's the case,
I'm with you on that one. Okay.
If that's the case, then I guess we all it's a wrap.
And so we did Afterthoughts for nothing. Sorry. Thank y'all for tuning in to the last Afterthoughts ever for DMST Podcast, y'all.
Hey,
man.
y'all might see this, y'all might not.
You might not, but might be gone. Playboy, give them all your shits again.
Play with a DJ, man.
I ain't giving nobody my shit or whatever. I don't want nobody to know who said this.
All right, well, these niggas, they just here. She called me an alien on the show. They aliens right now, so they here, but they not here. But Ulease. Ulease. Give them all your shits.
Ulease Dickerson on any social media platform. EULISE DICKERSON.
Dev, give them all your shits.
Man.
And if you got any questions, you can message me, DM me, Facebook Messenger, ask me whatever you want to ask me, and we'll have a discussion.
All right, Dev, give them all your shits.
We got to have a part 2. Because I need to ask niggas how do we get rid of COVID then? Big Dev 216. The real Big Dev 216.
Everywhere, man.
What do we do?
Everywhere, man. All right,
what do
man.
we do?
It goes away just like everything else that went away.
It ain't going nowhere.
Like, have you ever seen the movie The Mist? Have you ever seen the movie The Mist?
We talked about polio, all these other different
wait,
diseases.
have
They
you
just
ever
went
seen-
away.
They didn't. They
They
came
did.
back.
No,
Have
they
y'all
went.
seen
No, no, they went away. They went away.
Have y'all ever seen the movie The Mist?
They
Yeah,
went
I did. I
away.
actually enjoyed that movie.
They went
Exactly.
away.
The Mist was about
I also
a
saw the
fucking
movie
breakup.
Baby Boy. With
That-
Tyrese ain't really got a baby with
Shut your
Taraji.
ass up.
What is we talking about? Real life
no.
or a movie?
I'm just asking. Like, people think that the movies is just entertainment. No, they don't get
The reality
that shit from
is,
nobody.
when you had certain diseases, everybody didn't get vaccinated. The shit went away.
No, everybody doesn't get vaccinated, but
Okay, so
But-
my point.
but-
No, hold on.
No,
so
no.
my point is, when everybody don't get vaccinated and you no longer hear about certain shit, where do it go?
no, it doesn't.
Where
really,
does it go?
It doesn't.
It just disappears.
No, there doesn't really go away. It's like there's a measles vaccine that really has, for the most part, kind of eradicated, but every now and then it'll pop up or whatever. It doesn't really go away. Like, the point of a vaccine is that you have to have enough people take it that you get that immunity to it. So that there's, I think usually it's about 75, 80% or something like that, or maybe even 85% that if you get that much of a population to take it, basically what it is basically so you have that immunity to it. So the people that don't take it, it doesn't affect the whole population. So you still,
It's about the
so
world.
you still will have. It could be a population. It could be East Cleveland.
No, I mean, because certain diseases happen in certain places. So just like COVID, it started presumably over in China, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is, when you get a vaccine, it gotta start there, right? Because that's where.
No, it doesn't have to start there. No, it can start anywhere.
Man, period, point
What I'm
blank,
saying is,
black people have genetic superiority, and you're going to make sure that at the end of the day that black people can survive with this shit, and you're going to make medications off of it. That's just what it is.
look, all I'm saying is this: I ain't stupid nor dumb. I'm not ignorant. None of that shit. The reality is, I don't believe everything the fucking government tells me. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to label me a conspiracy theorist or whatever the fuck you want to do, so be it.
I don't really think it's that. I mean, I'm sitting here saying that I have reservations on it myself.
I don't have questions. I really
I mean,
got
because
questions.
obviously what I'm saying is just dumb and stupid. Is what I'm saying.
There's
It's
no-
dumb and stupid.
Dev said
No,
that.
ain't neither one of us said that. I think Dev made good points about how we eat, consume life every single day, and don't question that, but we'll question the one thing. And again, then I'm sitting here saying that I'll question how they rushed a vaccine when it normally takes a couple of years or something like that when they rushed it. So I don't think we're anti nothing, but it's just that I'm with Dev too again, where it's like, all right, at the end of the day, a lot of us are going to have to take it.
Why we
there,
don't have to take
there will some of us because of our jobs are going to have to take it. There are going to be people that will not take it, which is fine there, but it's fine to question stuff also as well. But
Sweden eradicated mandatory vaccinations because it goes against their Bill of Rights. You know that? No.
No,
Yeah,
but thank you.
Sweden got rid of mandatory vaccinations because it goes against their Bill of Rights.
It's not mandatory here, though. I don't think.
But you're saying that everybody's gonna have to get it. Like that sounded
very that came out wrong because not everybody's gonna have to get it. That's I said that wrong, so I apologize. I did say that wrong.
I didn't apologize. Fuck it.
We're not all gonna have to get it. We're gonna have a choice, so that's true.
But see that and that choice, whatever is gonna make you in a predicament because like if you decide not to get it, that means you have disconnected from the world and its amenities. So therefore, you're gonna have to learn how to take care of yourself by yourself. Like all medicinal, responsibilities are gonna have to be on you. Growing and getting your food is gonna have to be on you. Like you're literally gonna be a man on the island because once you decide to not get it, like you're gonna be cut off from a lot of shit. That's the decision that you got to prepare for.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, look, we at the end of the day, we are all in very much uncharted territory as far as us being in the place, and that's everybody being in the place that none of us saw. Obviously, at the beginning of the year, turning into this year or anything like that, and we're all kind of living this shit day to day at this point. So I don't know, man, but thank y'all for sharing y'all thoughts on it. Thank you, Playboy. Thank you, Ulysses. Thank you, Real Big Dev. I didn't even get
Dave.
to say where they can find you.
No, Real Big Dev 216
everywhere. And then I'm DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media. DJ Brainstorm, the number for the letter U, man. So we will catch y'all on another episode of the Afterthoughts. This is a real one, I guess. All right, y'all. Peace, y'all.